Welcome everybody back to Rob's MetalWorks. Tonight we are at the Vibes Underground for a very special event. Brings me great pleasure to welcome one of the most dynamic and versatile bands from right here in Texas. Brings me great pleasure to welcome back after like 10 years almost to the program.
Eternity. It's an immortal time, yeah.
The mighty Immortal Guardian is here tonight on the program. Guys, great to have you on our show.
Thanks for having us back, man. Last time I think I was like 18 or something, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Josh, great to meet you finally and to have you on the program.
I'm super excited to be here. I'm a fan.
I'm a fan too. I'm a fan of you guys too. And I came out here to work tonight because I love the new record. Fucking great record, man. When I heard it, I was like, okay, Immortal Guardian has really found themselves and who they really are as a band. Talk a little bit about what you think makes this record so special.
I think one big part of the magic was the fact that, you know, while we were living through this like incredibly horrible time in history, we kind of just started like, alrighty, man, imagine documenting what we're going through and experiencing. Oh, Carlos. What we're going through and everything in real time, writing songs. He was in Texas the whole time. Montreal and Zema and I were in Vegas. So whenever we ended up getting, like we did hundreds of FaceTime calls, man.
I can imagine.
Like, we did everything over the internet. I haven't seen this guy forever until this tour, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a very interesting way how we wrote that album.
Carlos Zema.
The man, Carlos Zema. We're on Zema time. We tried. We waited patiently. He's finally here. Welcome, Carlos.
How's it going, y'all? Sorry I'm late. You know, Brazilian time.
I told him a Brazilian times, man.
Hey, you look fucking fabulous, though.
Thank you.
You look fabulous, though.
Thank you. So do you, man.
And I was telling Gabriel, I really love this record, and I was, telling people like, oh man, I remember when I first met Zema back in 2007 in Houston. But really, this record, I think, is one of your finest hours on tape.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, we worked really hard on it, man. You know this story, probably Gabriel already told you, but yeah, it was written during the pandemic. When we first started writing the songs, I was actually in Brazil. Yeah. So by the time I got to, be in Vegas, we were like further in. But yeah, we were in 4 different countries, so 3 different countries. So
it was pretty bonkers trying to write a record. Like, we were like watching the news frantically, trying to make sense of the world while trying to write songs about what we were watching. Yeah. We're like, lockdown, this, that, phobias,
isolation.
Isolation. So we never done that, lived through some crazy traumatic moment in history and then document it in our music while it was happening. So I think that definitely had a lot of to do with the magic of how it came to be. And we did it so fast. We never made a record so fast because there was nothing else to do. We were just sitting in our homes like prisoners, like, what do we do? Make an album.
We wrote the whole entire album in about a month.
Wow.
And then we took like a month or so to actually finish recording, produce it and everything. So
it's like the whole summer pretty much got it all done. And then the longest part was just like the waiting around of, like the label stuff, getting it pressed and all that.
I kind of feel too like Psychosomatic is a record that put Immortal Guardian kind of beyond the prog label. It seems like you guys have crossed that line now and can do so many more things, like especially when you hear a song like Candlelight. I remember in the early days it was always kind of really speedy and fast, and now it just seems a lot more melodramatic.
Everything's 4/4, man.
It sounds great.
Yeah, man. It also certainly a breakthrough album for us. I feel like we evolved so much in the songwriting, especially now with Justin and Josh here.
Yep.
Where the kitchen is so much groovier. We got so much like richer in terms of rhythm and whatnot. And I love it, man. I love what we're doing right now.
We wanted to write bangers. We just wanted to write bangers of songs that just like hit. And me and the new guy, like, we listened to a lot of like Korn and like simple stuff. We're prog heads too, but the fact that we kind of brought like just the groove and the jams in.
The groove was like the whole point of it. Like, we wanted to have this album groove, but still have like the heaviness and also like the fast-paced parts as well. So,
And on that note, I think it's important for us to kind of share a little bit about the new guys in the band, because there's kind of over the years we've kind of seen some transition, right? And I was telling you backstage right now, I said I think this is the real fucking lineup that really is going to take the band to the next level. So I would like to give Justin and Josh just a quick opportunity to share a little bit about your background and where you're from and things like that.
Sure. So my name is Joshua Lopez. I own and run Widowmaker Studios. I record a lot of rock and metal bands. I came to Immortal Guardian as their producer, mix and master. I mixed and mastered Age of Revolution, and we would travel out to NAMM every year. And one time I was there at the right place at the right time, and we made it happen. It was just a beautiful marriage between me and the guys. It was just,
it just worked perfect.
It worked perfect, you know. So
There couldn't be anybody else there.
We found Justin on Tinder. No, you can explain it.
So yeah, the way it happened is that exactly they found me on Tinder. No, actually, Carlos had sent me an inbox on Facebook saying that they saw my videos and they wanted to audition me. So I said, okay, cool. Like, I'll give it a shot. And I'm like, the only difference is that I'm from Canada and they're in Vegas.
Montreal.
So yeah, Montreal.
Wow.
So I was like, this is gonna be a bit of a process, but it's happening. It's working. Like, everything we're doing
it's
is
beautiful,
right?
It's just beautiful.
And you guys are really tech savvy, and I think that's kind of had really helped facilitate and made this process a lot easier for you, right?
Exactly.
Share a little bit about some of the things that you guys did.
On that note, you know, I think it's a rare thing to have a whole band where everybody can record themselves, do content creation. Everybody's a content creator in here. Everybody's on social media, very active, and it's crazy how like every single one of us have that role. And then when we come together in the band, we all like perfectly fit that, you know, he does this part, Gabe does this part, I do this part, and Carlos does this part. And the fact that we all complete each other in a very weird way is amazing.
It's definitely everybody's a Swiss Army knife for sure. We all play lots of roles.
That's great. One of the things too that I quickly recognize hanging out with you guys right now is that there's also just a great working chemistry and respect between each of the members, and it really seems like you guys are having a fun time out here on the road.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I haven't gotten, so much fun in a tour. We went like 12 nights in a row with no nights off. Oh, and at the end of the 12th one, we're like, what? We're not playing tomorrow? You know, it kind of like felt weird, like it's so natural, man. Everything just flows and happens, Excellent professionals, not only great people, I'm saying. These are the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. And they're so humble. They're one of the best musicians I've ever played with, Me and Gabe, we've been jamming for 10 years, and that says,
started here in this town.
'cause he's like my
started
little
right
brother,
down the street here, right?
Exactly.
We were playing in storage rooms and stuff,
Yes.
practicing when we first started, and now to think we're in freaking different states, countries, and doing it like this is just kind of mind-blowing,
I remember the first time I saw you play was at the White Rabbit, and that was like, you were so young back then. I remember you had the dreads.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing down the dreads and stuff, and the glasses. I was like, who's this kid?
They smelled.
He's pretty cool. But such a great thing and a beautiful thing to kind of see your evolution, Gabe. So I'm very happy for you. And this record, I really can't say enough. I listen to it almost every day. I jam the whole record. So many great songs. It sounds great on my stereo too. So where did you guys kind of record? Did you do it, Josh?
So he's in Montreal, so he has to go with his trusted guy for drums. And then Gabe came in for 3 weeks, and we tracked strings, did as much production work as we could. And then Carlos did everything with you, right?
Yep.
For the most part.
Yep.
And what's cool is we had already done a few recordings before, and I feel like it's the first time I'm able to capture Zema the way I think Zema needs to be. Because, you know what I
Because
mean?
Age of Revolution, I think, was already recorded by
was.
the time we hit up. So this time was like, all right, before we push the record button, how do you want us to do it?
Yeah,
So the
I want
quality
this
and everything
mics, these
came out a lot
preamps.
better, that's for sure.
Right.
Because we knew what we were doing this time around.
And once we got the formula down, hey, boom, here's what you're going to use. Here's how we're going to do it. We want the track system many times. You know the process. Do it. And he kicked ass.
And same with the music videos. We had to get creative because we were all in different places. If you watch all our music videos, none of them were in the same room. So we did like the read between the lines on the newspaper one. We all set up in front of a black background, got edited into a newspaper. Phobia, we each borrowed a projector in one of our cities, and we each got a different medical gown.
Well, I actually, I got theirs because they used it, and then months later, Brett came through
yeah.
in my hometown, and he dropped off the robe.
Take the medical gown. We'll need
the
that
gown.
later.
Yeah, exactly. And then I filmed my part.
I'm jumping ahead, but I heard somebody really had COVID during the Phobia video.
Yeah.
That was me. Oh my God. I not only had COVID in the middle of shooting that video, I was probably at the peak of it shooting that video.
That wasn't acting, man. That was the real deal.
It's straight up like, I remember just being like, I feel so bad, but it has to get done today.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. Like, we've already prolonged it. Like I said, months had already passed since they recorded their parts. So, you know, I just
crazy.
did what I had to do, and, you know, let's go. I look sick, and I am sick.
I love the work ethic in this band. Tell me, Josh, I also heard that you and Gabe did some kind of unique things on guitar for this record, recorded.
Well, we do like we were very specific in the way we track guitars, especially when they tracked it from them. Just like, let's throw some takes down. You know what I mean? We're very specific, not only in that, in the songwriting as well. And then we reamped with like very specific gear.
Yeah.
And we did like, you know, a mesa on one side, a PV on one side, this pedal on here, this pedal over here. And like, I can nerd out on details all night, but I just love tone. And I feel like every album, especially with these guys, I have to top myself and just, you know, do better and better and better the next time. I'm already ready for the next round.
We're going to talk about that. Psychosomatic also has a couple of guest people. You guys had some guest people on there?
Yeah, we had Zema's new wife, Mary Zimmer.
Oh,
Mary
really?
Zema.
I didn't know that was your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were listening to...
At the time, she wasn't. You know, that's why it says Zimmer on there.
Yeah, we were listening to the track, and my primo said, "Damn, I've never heard Zema sing like that." I said, "That's not Zema. That's the guest vocalist, dude." Yeah.
She gets mad, man. She
Oh,
gets
really? You
Take out the trash.
You're taking my credit, dude.
No, she's amazing, man. I can't get credit for that. She's unbelievable. Yeah, that was great.
I have seen a video where you guys kind of did like a sing through. I have seen a couple.
Yeah, we covered Children of Bodom, right?
Yeah. Did
That
a
was
tribute
good
for
one.
Lexi.
That was a fun one to do. Yeah, but we also had the guitar player for Angra, Marcelo Barbosa.
Barbosa,
So he's a great friend of mine. Also played
two awesome features
track
on the
with
record.
us, yeah.
Wow.
That was fun.
I saw when he participated in the video for Phobia too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool how you guys did that. I love it a lot, man. And it seems like just this record is just getting so much great press too.
Oh yeah.
How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about the reception?
It was pretty wild to make a record so fast, put it out, and it's like the best response that we get. We're like, damn, dude, like, I guess you just gotta not overthink it and just go with the initial. Like on this record, we went with a lot of gut feeling. Instead of thinking about like, well, maybe we should. No. Does that cool? Is that cool? Is that cool? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's move forward. And there was more of that because you're not in the same room. What usually takes like, okay, go do. That is now an email. I have to send the video. I'm thinking this and that. Then he replies the next day. The process is so long that you just got to go with the gut feeling because you don't have all this like
1,000 messages back and forth, including video conferences and calls and whatnot.
Yeah. FaceTime like every single day.
I remember there was some songs that I did like 5 different takes of each section, and I'm like, okay, which sections, like, which take do you like best for the chorus? Which section do you like best for the pre-chorus? Like piece by piece. And it just like the amount of drop boxes, the amount of messages and voice recognition was insane. It was crazy.
You needed definitely some extra space on Google Drive or something.
Yeah,
huh?
we got the big mother.
the 2 terabytes.
At one point, it's like, Gabriel, hurry up, download this stuff so I could delete my Dropbox.
No shit, right. You guys have been on the road for a little bit, right?
6 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 6th week.
Y'all were on the tour.
Toward Paladin.
Which was Shredcopolis.
Shredocalypse, yeah.
Shredocalypse. There you go.
It's like the apocalypse, but of shred.
That was so much fun, man.
Really?
Every
boys in
night,
Paladin.
dude. Yeah,
I've seen the videos. I see the pictures. I see all the crowd.
See the one we got cooking up.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
We had some fun with them the last show.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we have a video we're gonna put out.
We
People are
pranked
gonna
them pretty
crack
hard.
up so hard.
The stage is so great.
And so in between, I guess there were some days where you kind of did a headlining show. Now you're kind of doing like you're ending out this run, which I think ends on the 18th, and just in a couple of days on Saturday.
Last show, 19th in Vegas.
And then doing this little run last. I think Scottsdale is the last day. Then you guys go back home.
Oh, Scottsdale, then Las Vegas on
Okay.
the 19th, and then we go home, and then we have another tour we're going to be announcing pretty soon in November.
Yeah.
So November, expect us to be back on the road.
So definitely, this record deserves really all the support you can give it. I mean, what do you kind of foresee for next year too?
Next year, new album, more touring. As long as the world doesn't collapse
New
again.
album already?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
We have it ready
Yeah.
to go, man.
Really?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have it pretty much ready to go.
I still want more Psychosomatic. I really.
It's Psychosomatic Part 2. I'm just kidding.
Really? I mean, God. You
The
know?
sequel.
On that, I'm really seriously on that note. It kind of seems now like the things with the pandemic are kind of uncertain.
It really is.
We thought we were coming out of it. Now it kind of seems like we might be getting back into it. I don't
Being
know.
on tour, man, like especially going from state to state, United States, every single state's different. So one venue was very chillax about it. Other ones are a little more strict. Other are more, checking vaccine status and stuff. So it's pretty wild to see like the country. Nothing is the same. Like this state,
Everywhere's
this state,
different, yeah.
everywhere's different.
Yeah.
And also the reaction of the crowd. Like some people are going out because they haven't gone out forever, and some people are still not ready to. So it's kind of interesting to see. Because the United States is so much variety of people,
I know in Austin they don't give a shit. Everybody walks around in the club with no mask. It's all right. It's all right. But yeah, it's kind of uncertain. I also heard that you guys kind of, I guess, signed like a little deal with Satellite Touring Agency. Is that going to open up some new markets for you guys?
Yeah, that's the tour we're currently on, and the following was pretty much our new booking agency.
Yeah.
So everything we're doing from now on is with them.
Any new places that you hit or would like to hit that you haven't?
Well,
done
this
before?
tour we definitely hit a lot of new markets. We did like South Carolina,
Yeah, I saw that.
Philadelphia, New York City. I don't think we'd ever played New
Yeah,
York City as
wow.
Immortal. So.
Wow.
Oh no, we did with Marty. Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, we did
but
with
now,
Marty.
but yeah. So our agent's getting us to some pretty cool places. Alex, you're the man.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. He's a badass. Gotta say a good shout out for Alex, man. He's a badass.
I also want to talk about your videos because I love when you guys do videos. And Brett, I know, does a lot of your video work, and he's here tonight supporting you.
Brad. Just say what's up, man.
Brett, I have to commend you on tape, man, because I love the video for Candlelight.
Oh, thank you, bro.
It's such an amazing
We have
piece
models
of work.
like this guy over here.
They're
you know,
all these
it's,
good-looking guys,
pretty-
right? You
it
can't
writes
go wrong.
itself, And then that Gabriel brings in a girl that can put her foot behind her head.
Yeah.
It was easy.
The dance, the choreography, and the the
yeah,
dancing.
that
part
wasn't
is-
really a plan. Like we had planned on doing it out there, and it was a friend of Gabriel's that really talented, famous Cirque du Soleil performer, and he got her out last minute, and
Showing
she came
her the
out.
song while she was there,
Yeah.
and her and her partner like that made the whole choreography for the whole song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they're pros, man. They're pros, so they're just like, okay, on this part we
train
do this,
the people
that.
in Cirque du Soleil, so
Yeah.
Oh,
they are the OGs,
Yeah. OGs.
She's been in Cirque du Soleil for what, 3 decades or something like that.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
She's
You
a
have
legend.
the connections there.
Yeah, she's a genius. Yeah.
So when the whole world shut down and there was no Cirque shows or nothing, it was like, you want to be in our video?
Hell yeah.
So the timing was excellent.
All the other videos we were lucky we got to include them with the phobia and the
Yeah,
read
yeah.
between the lines and everything, and it was just gonna be too hard to try to green screen these guys into the desert. So it was just those two, but
I think
we got
it's
some
some-
other ones in the work that they'll be in.
It definitely sits on its own. Like I think the video just like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's
Perfect. That's part of the beauty of it, the simplicity of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to visit, man. Valley of Fire. It's
Yeah, you were
outside
telling
of
me.
Las Vegas, man. It's so nice.
The strip's cool, but there's other cool places.
Oh, so many.
Oh, definitely. Outside of the strip is where everything is, really.
Yeah. There's so much more than the strip clubs, man.
Yeah, man. So much more than the
That's
strip
what you're talking
clubs.
about.
How long have you guys been in Vegas now?
3 years, but it feels like one because of
Yeah,
the
3
pandemic.
years.
We
Yeah,
only
no
got
shit, man.
1 year of being a Vegas in,
Yeah.
and then the rest is just sitting
When
in
we
our home.
first arrived, we hit the road with Marty, and then we did a bunch of shows after that. So by the time that we actually got home, it was like months in. And
Yeah.
then we had a year, then pandemic hits, and then,
Yep.
yeah, that's exactly it, man, yeah.
So it's like right now we're it's like there's a big breaks, and I mean, in a weird way, if the pandemic never happened, Psychosomatic wouldn't have happened. So
Wow, yeah.
I think everything's meant to happen for a reason.
Wow. The deal that you guys have with M-Theory, is that like an actual recording contract, or is that just more like distribution?
Both. So they're
okay,
they're
cool.
our record label.
Oh,
They've been
okay.
our distributors and everything. They're awesome label.
Yeah.
Marco Barberi's the man. He helped us a lot.
He's old school.
Yeah, get us
Old school, that dude.
to get the record out and stuff. So that was really cool.
I know that they've kind of like reissued some old metal vinyl and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's just more like a one-off. But now that you guys have something legit with
Yeah,
it.
so we once we joined M-Theory, we started doing our own vinyls, which is great. you know.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to do that. So I was so happy when M-Theory.
Do you guys
made that
have
happen.
vinyl on the road
myself.
with you?
Dude, we re-upped 3 times and they already sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted one.
Yeah, they sell real quick. Yeah.
We'll send you one when we get back home.
Oh,
A
okay.
new shipment.
But do you guys have hard copy CDs here tonight?
Yeah, we got everything else.
Yeah, we do have
CD
a few
shirts
still.
and stuff.
Yeah, but they're almost sold out.
But then
as well.
vinyls, man, they're hotcakes, dude. Like, no matter how many we order, they always they go the fastest
It's
thing.
cool. People want them.
You barely got the albums in time because of the shortage.
Oh yeah, there's a shortage on everything. Everything. Yeah, there's shortage on vinyls, guitar amps, you name it. Like everything has been delayed, and of course because just the nature of the world.
Brett, is that because of the chip? There's a scarcity of chips, like microchips. Is that
For the vinyls, I don't know if that has to do with the vinyls.
the machinery?
I've heard the chip thing with cars.
Yeah.
Cars are sitting in lots because they don't have this certain chip.
Right.
Wow.
Just, I don't know if it's to start workers.
Yeah.
There's not too many vinyl manufacturing plants here in the U.S., so there's a M-Theory
Yeah.
particular plants.
And also everybody made a record during that year.
Yeah.
So like everybody wanted a vinyl. I was even asking like some of the brands we're sponsored by, like, oh man, sorry you guys got hit. They're like, no, it's the opposite. We're slammed. We don't have enough stuff. Everybody wanted to become a musician during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Pick up a guitar, pick up a this. So now we're short on stuff.
Wow. Wow.
I got super busy, and we have to write this album, and all I do is record albums. So I'm here like hashing stuff out. Gabe's here for 3 weeks. Okay, that's out. Next client. Mix. Turn in. Anything wrong? Let's go fix it. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's insane how fast
Good
it
problem
happened.
to have, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
During
Yeah.
pandemic times. That makes you essential.
Yeah.
Next album, I'm gonna make you go through hell with my drums.
As we end out, guys, just a couple of quick things. First of all, Zema, I was told a story. I remember I interviewed the guy Robert from Igniter in Austin.
Yeah.
And he told me a fun because you were on the record, the Texas Outlaws.
Yes, definitely. I have a vinyl in my house.
I said, Zema sounds great on the record. He goes, yeah, dude. All we had to do is just buy him a couple of cheeseburgers, and he was ready to go.
Yep, that's it, man. I eat a lot. The guys know I have a fast metabolism, so when I get hungry, I just get like Tasmania hungry, man. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Zema told me to go get him a couple of cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and he scarfed them down like in a minute, and then he just sang his fucking ass off.
Yep, yeah, that's how it works.
That sounds
man.
like
Yeah.
Zema.
I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
The key to his heart is his stomach.
Yes, it is true. It is true.
Yeah.
And Gabe, I have a question for you. Carlos mentioned the cover, the Children of Bodom cover. Of course, we lost Alexi Lejo this past year. What kind of, obviously, if you guys are covering his song, obviously his music and his band. Meant
He's
a
my
lot to
favorite
you.
metal guitarist.
I think I've heard you say that
Period.
before.
I just think just the way he did it, meshing the neoclassical with the very heavy metal, and I was more of a fan of his other band Synergy than Children of Bodom. Hey, what's up, man? And essentially, yeah, man, he's been a huge influence of mine since like I first heard him when I was a teenager, and then. I would say that was the first celebrity passing that actually like hit me, man. That like made me feel like, damn, So the moment it happens, like, guys, we got to do a tribute and put together, of course, over the internet again, and got some of my favorite Children of Bodom songs, and we just chose one, did it, and yeah.
And you guys pulled it off beautifully. I mean, I listened to it and I thought, man, so freaking cool. And I see you play now, and I'm just like, oh man, you're following in that same vein, and I know that one day, or even now, that there's so many young players out there that look up to you and that you influence already, even at your young age. So it's a beautiful thing, man. And I just want you to know that as someone who's known you for so many years and has followed you for so many years, I'm very, very happy that you're doing what you love.
Thanks, dog.
And that
Thanks,
and
man.
that you
Same
are-
with you, man. I was like, one of my buddies was like, who's Rob? I was like, let me break it down. This dude
you're
has
the
been carrying the San Antonio scene on his back since 2000. Since when I knew you, when I met you, you had already been doing it for years.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can only add what I've all that other
That
time.
was my first interview here in the United States.
Wow.
07, right?
I put a post today. Did you see my post?
No.
I put a post on the Rob's page, and it was a performance of you with Outworld. And I said, I first met Zema in 2007. I said his English wasn't that good
I could barely
back
speak
then.
it. I could sing it though.
You could sing it. You were I remember, but I said, "Oh man, his vocals just blew my fucking mind," and I knew that you were going to be part of our scene for a long, long time, guys. So thank you so much for talking tonight. I know it's been fucking crazy, hectic, busy for all of us. Any last words? And I'd like for everyone just to share any last words.
I want to say a big thanks to everyone that's come out to our shows. I know how crazy it must be to like go to a concert, especially mid, post, whatever part of the pandemic we're in. The fact that we're seeing so many people at our shows right now, just it's a very special feeling, and we want to thank you so much. So, and thank you for listening to the record too, man. Like, I don't know like where I would be mentally if we didn't have all the support we have. So we really appreciate that.
Justin.
Man,
We.
just gotta say, like, this tour it's been crazy with the whole pandemic. Like Gabe said, like, it's been very interesting to tour with this whole thing going on. Yeah, we've been like scared of certain moments because we didn't know what to expect with the variants and whatnot, but we're here, we're all safe, we're all healthy, taking precautions, and we're making metal happen.
Living life.
Exactly.
Living the metal life.
That's legit. Well, I would like to thank y'all very much, man, for coming to the shows and for supporting us. We've had a very huge increase on the numbers, on the plays, on our streams, and everything. So keep listening to it, man. It's spread out the world and the word, and we're just waiting for the world to be conquered. So we'll be playing in the city next to you soon.
Just want to say it's an honor to be playing with these fellow gentlemen. They're amazing. I'm truly blessed. It's been an amazing opportunity for me. It's my first tour ever. So I couldn't have chosen a better set of guys to do it with.
Justin's too, man. So these two are the newbies. We're the old fart veterans. So that's awesome.
Do what they say.
So
It's
been
a lot of
crazy. Thank you to all the fans that have been coming out and like singing our songs. That's just amazing.
That's
it's
unreal.
Crazy. It's super unreal. Quick shout out to my wife. I love you, Liz Lestrange. Yes.
You heard my Zema impersonation earlier.
Do it.
What is that? What is how to go? How to go?
Zema!
Man, I'm gonna lose my job.
Damn, dude.
Oh God, come on. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Everybody out there, remember the brand new record is called Psychosomatic. It's out there on all music media outlets. Pick it up right now. After you watch this interview, you saw Immortal Guardian only on Rob's MetalWorks.
Hey, we're Immortal Guardian, and you're watching Rob's MetalWorks.